Katie's Playtime, and today I'm going to show you all how to make mini bath bombs. So today what you need for our activity is a large bowl. You also need a big spoon, and you need 2 small bowls, a measuring cup of 1 cup, and a measuring cup of ½ cup. You also need a teaspoon handy. I've also got my molds. So I've got my star molds, my heart molds, and I've got some little chocolate style molds that I'm going to be using as well. So we'll deal with these ones later. So for our ingredients, what we need is ½ cup of corn flour or cornstarch. We need ½ cup of Epsom salts, ½ cup of citric acid, and 1 cup of bicarbonate soda. Once we mix all of those ingredients together, what we then will need is some water. Now I'm going to be using 3/4 of a teaspoon of water and 2½ teaspoons of your grapeseed oil. You can use any oil you like, but I find grapeseed oil is the easiest to use. And we also do have our essential oil, which is lavender. So you only need a few drops, maybe 1 to 2 teaspoons of that. And we've also got our color to mix in. I've chosen pink and blue. And for decoration, I've got some edible hearts here, which obviously once they're on our bath bombs, we can't eat them. So let's get started. So starting off with our cornstarch, we need ½ cup of our corn flour or cornstarch. We then need our Epsom salts, which is another ½ cup. So I got this in the bath section of Safeways or Woolworths. So either one that's near you, you can get that, but in the bath section, not where the salt actually exists. Now the citric acid, we need a ½ cup as well. Okay, so we'll put that ½ cup of citric acid in the bowl. So the next thing we need to do is our bicarbonate soda, and we need 1 cup of bicarbonate soda in the bowl. So once we've got all of those ingredients together, using our big spoon, we're just going to mix it. Okay, so now we've got our dry ingredients in the bowl. We're now going to put our wet ingredients with it. So what we need is 3/4 of a teaspoon of water. So getting our cup of water and our teaspoon, and we're just going to add it in really slowly because it can fizz, and if it fizzes, it might be a little bit difficult to mix through evenly. So now we've added our water, we now need 2½ teaspoons of our grapeseed oil. So using our grapeseed oil and our teaspoon again. So we need 2½ teaspoons, 1, 2 and a half. And we're just going to mix that in evenly as well. Okay, so now that we've got all our dry ingredients in my big bowl and my wet ingredients, I'm now going to transfer equal parts in my 2 bowls. So I've got my blue and my pink bowl. So this is going to allow me to put blue food coloring and pink food coloring. Okay, so now we can add our food coloring, and so the more color you add in, the darker it's going to become and the richer the look is going to look. So I'm going to put quite a bit of blue food coloring in there just to give it a little bit of a pop of a color, and it's going to look fantastic when it hits the bath. And so you can see it fizzing, so that's why you need to mix it quite quickly. So keep on mixing and just press firmly with the back of your spoon, and you can see that basically what's happening is it's starting to mold, and that's exactly what we want to see. So now we're going to move on to our pink mixture. So let's just pour some in there, and you can see it bubbling again, so we've got to get mixing quickly. And so be patient and just keep on mixing. Okay, so now that I've got my pink mixture and my blue mixture, I'm now going to add some lavender oil. And so basically we're just going to put about 2 teaspoons of lavender oil in there and 2 teaspoons in the other one. And we're going to mix that through. And we want to mix that evenly, so then that way all of the mixture has that nice lavender scent. Okay, so my pink mixture is done, my blue mixture is done, and they look fantastic. So now what I need to do is grab my molds, so my pink hearts, my red stars, and my brown chocolate mold, and we're going to fill them with my pink and blue mixture. So before we do fill up our molds, we do need to put some hearts in the bottom because we want them to be on top of the hearts and the stars and the chocolate molds to give it some character and love. So this is going to look fantastic when it's all dry. So these I got from Coles, and these are edible, and these are actually vegan. So you can make these for any friends that may be vegan or of such. And basically what we're doing is we're going to put these in the bottom of each mold, and I'm just going to scatter them all in. I know these hearts are edible, but once they do have the mixture in, make sure you don't try and eat them because they will have the Epsom salt on them and they won't taste very nice and they're not very good for you. So now that we've got our hearts in our molds, we're now going to fill them up with our mixture. And so I do want layers of the mixture. So have a look and watch. You can do your own creativity if you'd like. And let's have some fun making beautiful gifts for our friends. So just press firmly to ensure there's no air bubbles in your molds. And once you've done that for all of them, I'm just now going to get my pink mixture and I'm going to go on top of my blue mixture. And this is going to give me a double layer. So when you fill it, then just press firmly and then that will just indicate whether you need to add more or not. Okay, so now that I've done double colors, I'm now going to do some single colors, which I'm just gonna do some pink love hearts, I'm gonna do some blue love hearts, and I'm just going to press nice and firmly to make sure they're nice and full. Okay, so it's been 8 hours now and I've demolded my mini bath bombs and this is exactly what I've gotten. They look incredible and they smell so good. It's amazing what you can make for your friends and family for a little present or a little gift for a party or something like that. These are the two that I am going to use in the bath to show you what it's going to look like once they use it in their bath. So come with me, I'm going to fill up my sink and show you exactly what it's going to look like. Thank you so much for watching and thank you to all my subscribers for all of your support. I love you all and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't. I will see you all in my next video and there's so many more to come. See you soon. Bye for now. Bye.